Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my craft room. My name is Whitney Lucas with Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots, and today's YouTube live stream is going to be on a really long fall pumpkin centerpiece. I got this really cute container from Michael's a little bit, just maybe about a couple weeks ago. And then in my previous live stream, you guys saw that I filled all the containers with different spray foams. I did about a couple, maybe more than a couple containers, and I filled them with different things on how to prepare them for arrangement bases, those types of things. So that would be my last live stream. You can catch that. If you're watching this on a replay, then it will be linked in the description once I get done with my live stream and I edit the video. I'll link it in the description, and then it'll also be at the very end of the video and a link as well for you to watch that previous live stream about preparing bases. Hi, Eileen. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me. And I wish there was a way I could take this off. I don't remember how to do this yet. Sorry, guys. This eventually at some point I will learn how to do this. I used to do Facebook all the time. That one was easy, but YouTube is a little bit more of a learning curve. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that one. Okay. So, anyways, guys. Hi, Bobby. How you doing? Good. I'm good. Thanks. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Terry. Hi, girls. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for joining me today. This is the big one. This is the one I was telling you guys in the last live stream that I was dreaming about. Eileen, love your work. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I love that you're here with me. Otherwise, I'd have really no reason to do it. Sandy Knowlton here. Hi. So glad to see you. I'm glad to see you're here too, Sandy. Thanks for joining me. Just gonna pull up my live stream on my tablet so that I can watch your comments in a bigger format over here. 1 second, guys, and then there we go. I'll push the camera down and we'll get started. This little guy here is just about 2 feet long, so it's kind of awesome. Good evening, Nancy. Hi. And Nikki K. Lunch movie with my girls, and now you. Happy dance. Nice. Nice, nice. Perfect. That sounds like a really good Saturday. I'm jealous, Mickey. All right, guys. Remember this one? I filled it with spray foam. And then this is as much as it poofed up. If you guys watch that live streaming where I was preparing all the bases for arrangements, you'll see that I put very little in here. And then this is how it filled up, it cured. Now that was a while ago. And in the video I had said, don't wait because it'll cure too hard and it'll be too hard to use. That happened to me on a previous flower arrangement, but it was also a very deep one. I used a kitchen utensil bowl thing. It had a rooster on it. Said something really farmhouse. It was really cute. But it was a ceramic utensil holder for the kitchen that I put a flower arrangement in. I filled that with spray foam as well. And I let that sit for probably maybe even 2 weeks. And then when it was time for me to put the arrangement in, I was like killing my hands trying to place it in there. So eventually what I had to do was I had to use an awl and anything else that was sharp that would use it. It was a lot easier to put it in. It's more difficult the longer you wait because once this stuff cures, it's meant for insulation for your home. So once this stuff cures, it's kind of a little not friendly, but we'll see. This was I can't remember when I did it, you guys. I lose track of time quite often when I'm having fun, right? So this is what we're done, and this is what we'll do. I got these pumpkins here at JoAnn's. Look how cute they are. Don't they look like they're wearing sweaters? It's so cute. I love the colors too. So it's like kind of like a rusty orange, a cream, and a gray. Love these colors. They had all kinds of bundles at JoAnn's. They had some glitter ones. They had some regular standard classic ones. But these little guys wearing sweaters just look so cute. Of course, in my mind, they're wearing sweaters. And you guys know I'm a little bit pumpkin obsessed. So when I saw them, of course, I'm in the store. I'm literally in the store hugging them like a... Well, I was going to say people look at me a little weird. You know what I'm saying? You guys don't, right? It's a good thing I can't see half your faces right now, right? I can't wait to see what you do with that. Or good, Terry. I can't wait to get rid of it. I can't wait to get started. This is the one I've been dreaming about. Once I bought this at Michael's and I saw these at JoAnn's the same day, I'd been dreaming about this arrangement. So that's basically all that I bought that's new. So the container and these pumpkins here are new from this year. Everything else you're going to see is old. And the only issue you're going to have is like some people really prefer me to give them a supply list. Now, I'm not preparing a piece for someone to make right here, right now, and then give you the supply list and all that kind of stuff. This is just basically inspiration. You guys can take the techniques you're going to see me do. You're going to see different types of basically cut, paste, glue. I mean, we're not inventing anything new here, guys. It's been done for ages, but all you're going to do is just take the colors and take your inspiration and run with it. So all the flowers I have are from last year. But the funny thing is that when I went to Michael's this year, they have a lot of repeats. These guys right here, for sure, I saw these at Michael's. They have them right now this year as well. So some people get a little discouraged when I say, hey, I'm using my old stuff. But if you have old stash that you really want to get rid of, this is the best way to do it. When you want to just mix a bunch of stuff together, it really is a good way to just get rid of inventory, get rid of those little pieces that you were just a little bit too hard to throw away, because let me tell you, I throw away very little. As you can see on my floor over here, there is a bundle. That is my next project ready to go. There's some pieces off to the side of the next of it. Did not know that you guys can see all that. Might be a little bit embarrassed at the moment. So I will now move this way. Wow, those are gorgeous. Thanks, Terrarium and Crafts. Oh, the pumpkins. Yes, they are very gorgeous. Dawn Cunningham, so cute. Where are we at here? Was just about to head to Michael's to get some pumpkins for a few centerpieces. My Michael's didn't have very much. This is like the extent of Michael's. Right here. They had these. They had some navy. Of course, I bought the navy blue, pink, and purple. But this is like all they had. They didn't have very much this year. It kind of was a little upsetting. And they're already clearing that stuff out and putting Christmas in. So that's it for pumpkins at Michael's. I have not been to Hobby Lobby yet, guys. That's a little scary because when I go, yeah, it's gonna be epic. So I haven't gone yet. I don't know if I'll try to see if I can stay, but of course once that clearance stuff comes out, when we're crafters, we don't see messes, we see goodie piles. That's right. I want to roll around in it like a pile of kittens and crafts. Oh my gosh. How are and where are the fur babies? Okay, so husband's not home. He ran to do errands. So the girls are not in here because if for some reason I need to wrangle them, I'm going to have to throw them out. So they're outside right now at the moment. But they're good. They're good. You know, relatively speaking, they're good. But they're bad, but they're good. But they're cute. And then they get away with murder because they're so cute, because they're bad, but they're good. Know what I'm saying? So what I'll do, guys, bunch of flowers I'll show you guys on the table. And then these are old. This is old craft outlet. I chose the gray because I have a gray pumpkin here. We're just going to tuck this stuff in here and there. Nothing is actually going to be a big epic show of anything because I want the pumpkins to be on display more so than anything else. And then I've got two kinds of twine. I'm trying to stay away from store to use what I have. Exactly. I've tried that too. So that's why sometimes you guys are seeing a lot of my old stuff from last year because I never got around to using it. But they're repeating a lot of the stuff this year, so that's actually kind of good if people want to buy the exact same things. But anyways, it doesn't always happen that way. You guys don't want to see my second room. If you've been with me for a while on Facebook, you know what my other flower room looked like. Had to change computers. So excited to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here too, Sandra. Welcome. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. So this right here, these are two kinds of twine. You've seen me use these before in other projects. This is literally like Sisal cord or something. And this is another type of twine. I got these at Lowe's or Home Depot. I got them at Lowe's, but you can go to Lowe's, Home Depot, True Value, which I don't know if True Value even exists anymore. Any kind of hotel, hardware store, even in the hardware area of Walmart and all Target, you can find twine anywhere. Now, see, this one's got like some little hairy type pieces on it, and it looks super cute. It's very country, very farmhouse, very rustic, very whatever you need it to be for your project. I love this one. I use this one a lot. And then this one is more subdued. I like the color. I grabbed them both because I don't know which one I'm going to use. I might use both. I might use one, but I'm definitely going to use one of them with the gray ribbon. And we're just going to tuck little pieces in here and here. And I'll show you guys how I'm going to make picks out of the ribbons in order to just tuck that in, because we're not going to make any kind of big kind of bow. So if you have problems with bows, won't be an issue today because we're not going to make a bow. We're just going to make cute little ribbon loopy picks to stuff, and things. Stuff and things. Anyway, so. All right, guys. All right, let's get down to business. And I'll push you down to the table so you can see what we're working with here. All right, how is this? Let me see. Now, I have a really long project here, so I want to make sure you guys are able to see it all. Don't really need so much over here. All right, so there, now you can see my glorious, you can kind of see the glue pot right here. Anywho, so here's all the goodies from last year. These, I got just a bunch of colors that I took from our little bundle here of pumpkins. So took the colors of this. Obviously the brown container isn't going to be an issue. We're covering up the foam. You guys, you're going to see the foam. So I have an idea. I saw I had these from an old Christmas wreath I made. And I thought maybe I might stick some of these in because it might kind of lend a little bit more towards the gray. We'll see how it goes. But I didn't grab any greenery. And you guys know that's weird for me because I love green. I live in the desert, but I love green. So I got golds, I got creams. This is like a little bundle. If you ever have an issue with trying to pick out flowers, just buy the bundles. They're already done for you. Half the time, if you're having problems, you know, throwing things together, mixed bundles will be your best friend because they're already done. Someone else has done the business, done the hard work, put these different flowers. You got a little bit of a daisy look here. Here's a mum, more daisies, some berries, and a sunflower. Can't go wrong with sunflower. So I've grabbed all these things from my old stash of fall stuff. I like these guys here. I might not put them in just because this is a brighter green, so I don't know if I'm going to use these or not. But I like petals that looks like a flower firework, doesn't it? Like it just poof, cuteness explosion. Hey Whitney, glad you reuse. I do too. Oh yeah, I reuse everything. Look at this right here, guys. Ugh. These are all from the last project, so I saved them all because every once in a while, if you got something that's broke or you cut the stem too short, I like to reuse these. So I tend to throw away the really small stuff and then I have to dig around for it. So I save everything, majority of everything. I mean majority of it. I'd say 98% of it, maybe 96% of it. Now these little berry things are weird and I like them and I only had one. And I'm probably going to stick this in here, there, and there. But I don't know if you can hear that. It's probably styrofoam. I just like the sound it makes. It's almost like beads. Yeah, I'm self-entertained, guys. Trust me. That's why I'm talking to you. Oh, and I got a couple of things of cotton here because I like it. I like farmhouse. I love farmhouse. I thought about putting chicken wire in it, but then I thought, okay, I'm going a little bit overboard. So these right here are just cotton pieces. I bought a big cotton wreath at Hobby Lobby when it was about 40% off. And I'm literally just taking those pieces off and using them in my projects instead of buying the cotton stems. Because particularly that wreath would have been, I think, $40. But I got it so crazy on sale. I think I paid maybe $6 for it. Whereas one stem, even from Hobby Lobby on your 40% off day, is still going to be a couple bucks. So I got an entire wreath full. So all I do is just literally unwrap it off of the wreath. So that wreath is basically my cotton supply. So if you guys see those big circular wreaths that are just all cotton, buy them and use them for supplies. Don't necessarily use them to decorate. Buy them and use them for supplies. Should never become too much of an issue. So what I'll do here is I'm going to even out my foam on some of the sides because we're going to put some Spanish moss over this. Just in case there's a few areas where it might pop through, you never know. So all I'm doing here, this stuff is shapeable, paintable. I forget what the can says. This is great stuff, you guys. You can see it in my other video. You can play the live stream back over. It's a spraying insulation called Great Stuff. And it's very, very user friendly. So all I'm doing is just running my knife literally across. And I'm just shaving off the stuff that's sticking up a little bit too far. And this is like the same, you could do this for any project, any container. If it seems to be just a little bit, of course you need a sharp knife. If it seems to be like it's sticking up a little bit more than you want it to, and there's only the two spots, and especially like right over here. And it just, okay, it's not hardened too much. I think maybe the reason I had a problem on the last project was because it was so deep. was a very deep bowl I was using. So that's really all I'm doing to shave that off. I don't want it to stick up too high because that means the Spanish moss is going to stick up like really high. All right, guys. So first things first, before we get into the pumpkins, I'm going to cover the inside of this with Spanish moss. This is going to be messy. I don't like Spanish moss, you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it. It is not my favorite because of how messy it is. Once it's done and it's in, sure, I'm happy. I don't mind it. But previous to that, it's just... Okay, you guys know I hate glitter, but I'll use it. Oh, I left the tag on this. I did not pay $20 for this, just so you know. We got this on sale and then another coupon off. Forgot we take the tag off of this. Oh, don't you hate that? 98% of the way, and then it goes down with a fight. I can't blame you. I can't blame you, sticker. I do the same thing. It's not fun unless you put up some sort of fuss, right? Okay. So, all I'm doing is I'm just going to pull out pieces of this. And this right here is my big old bag of floral pins that I bought at Hobby Lobby. Get them for like a couple bucks. This is a floral pin. Straightforward. It's a U-shaped pin. I'm going to use it to stick it down in there. I'm not going to glue the pins. I'm not going to glue the moss. We are going to be sticking a lot of stems that have glue on them in here. It is not going to be a problem. I don't see like my head. Ugh, I hate this as far as the mess it makes. And you guys, you know what? This is real moss because I just found a piece of bark in here, man. There's wood in this. I mean, I know it's real. It's not like it, as in it exists real, no. But as in, didn't realize it was real. Actually, it smells real too. Real. How you guys doing? This is going to be a little bit boring. Just going to take my pins, shove it down in there. That's all we're doing. There's no need to glue because of the amount of glue and items we're going to be sticking in here. It's going to hold it in. And it doesn't have to be a solid, perfect coverage. This is really just to draw your eye away from it. Should there be any holes or any little, you know, inquiring eyes at the dinner table, because this is going on my dinner table. And I will put pictures of that up on Instagram as well. And then I'll share that to Facebook. Which I have links on my page for you guys to see that. And there'll be links in the description. Once the live stream's over, I'll edit the information and put all that stuff in there for you guys. But this is just to at least cover up what I call the behind the scenes. Some people call it the mechanics. I like to call it the behind the scenes. You don't really want it showing, but you know there are always going to be them people that pick that up and take a peek at it. Because, I mean, I'm one of them. I'm not going to lie. I'm not mad at you. I'm one of them. I'll be like, how did you do this? Is there a way I can possibly take it completely apart and put it back together and nobody will know? Yeah, no. Can't be mad at you. How are you guys doing on this? It's today Saturday? It is Saturday. September 28th. I just had a birthday a couple days ago. I don't want to tell you how old I am. But, I mean, it wasn't a milestone yet, but I'm only a year away, so. Anyways, my husband took me out to a very nice dinner, and we went to go see, he took me to go see Tape Face. Do you guys, anybody know who Tape Face is? Hi, Whitney, glad to see you. Pat, I'm glad to see you too. Thank you for joining. Welcome back. Welcome back. We went to Tape Face. You guys, anybody here watch America's Got Talent? A couple years ago, the Tape Face is like a magician, comedian type, mime type guy. Just really hilarious. And let me tell you, the show was not disappointing at all. Crafting and watching. Happy birthday. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you. Yeah, I am a September baby. And I thought about doing a live stream that day, but then the day got away from me, and then we had to go to an early dinner. So we did that. Let me tell you, I had really good food and a really good show and just a really good time. It was a really good birthday. No parties, not a lot of people, just fun. All right, guys, that's it for moss. Now, I cannot literally sit here having this dirty, so give me a couple seconds to clear this off the table. These pieces are going to fall off too, so I kind of help tap it a little bit. because it's going to happen while you work on it. It's going to happen while you transport it. It's going to happen while you store it. And that's another reason why I don't like it. But for what we need it for, I guess I like it enough, right? If I didn't like it too much, I wouldn't use it, which is why I stay away from glitter unless it's like unless a customer asks me to make them something with it in it. I just don't like it. I have some. Let's see. Let me get this off my dress. Okay. So there's that. And then look at I like the bright green of it too. It kind of makes me happy. And I like little pieces sticking down too. It also makes me a little happy. So I'm going to leave it that way. Hopefully you guys can still see what I'm doing here. Nancy, happy birthday. Thank you guys. Thank you for the belated birthdays. I had to drink some water. Oh, my jibber jabber. All right, guys, I'm going to prep my pumpkins. And if you've been with me before, most of you have, you know I like to reuse things. You can use chopsticks. I'm going to use kitchen skewers because I don't know. I don't know. I know these are styrofoam underneath here. They're the same kind of little, you know, normal pumpkins you always see. I'm going to use all of them too. I've got 2 feet of wonderfulness. So yeah, I'm going to use all these in this arrangement. See, they're going to be like sticking out in different areas. Do you see the ideas? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. It's not even half done. I'm in love. So what I'm going to use is kitchen skewers, if I could reach them. Oh, here we go. These are just regular food skewers. In fact, I think I took the label out of them, but you can get these at any grocery store, the dollar store, Walmart, Target. I mean, these are the kind that you would soak in your sink and put your kebabs on them, or put, you know, chicken skin. I mean, these are just food skewers. And again, I forget how many, like a couple hundred or 100 or so in a pack for $1 or something. It's kind of crazy to not want to use them. And also they already have a sharp end on them, so getting it through here won't be an issue. Otherwise, if it's just plain styrofoam or it's just something you want to mount, I will use a chopstick. I have no problems with that. A chopstick is just wood that you would use to put food in your mouth. Who cares? It's there. And every time you order Chinese food, how many chopsticks you get in that bag? You don't ever use them. Cut them off at an angle, a diagonal, so they have a sharp edge, and there you go. And it's actually a thicker piece of wood, so it'll actually support some more things. Donna, happy birthday in September, baby, too. Hi, Donna. Well, September girls, we got to stick together. Happy birthday, Whitney. Love watching you. Thanks. I love that you're here. I'm glad you guys enjoy the chaos that is my craft room. Well, the chaos that is me. So all I'm gonna do here, guys, is I'm gonna just take these and I'm literally just pressing them into the bottom. Okay, so that went through it went through the little sweater part really easy. I didn't know if it would or not. So then I'm gonna back this right back out. I'm gonna put some glue on the end of it. Just a little bit, not a crazy amount of glue. And then I'm just gonna stick it right back in where I had it before. So then there's that. We obviously do not need this whole length. So now that I know how easy it is to put these through, I'm going to go ahead and cut these diagonally about halfway through. So see how now I have sort of a sharp edge here to put in my foam, and then a sharp edge here that I'm going to use to poke into the bottom of the next one. So literally just take that sharp edge and just press it in. It doesn't matter. Press it in at a diagonal. Press it. Actually, that's it. This one didn't like this one very much. Hold on. Press it in at a diagonal. Okay, hold on. I'm going to use the sharp one because it's not happy at this moment. Okay. Press it in a diagonal. Press it in straight up and down. They're all going to be different. They're all going to be going different ways. There is no rhyme or reason, and there is no wrong way, guys. Just do what makes you happy. And if it was a happy accident, that works too, right? Speaking of the wonderful words of Mr. Bob Ross. I'm looking for my awl, by the way, here. Very, very sharp, threatening tool that you are not allowed to travel with. I'm just putting this in here because it looks like this one, of course, after I said all that, it's going to turn me into a fibber. This did not like, this little sweater one did not agree as well as the other one did. So I had to pull it out, and I'm just making a bigger hole in the weaving or whatever. It's not going to fray or anything because we're going to put glue all over it. So I'm just trying to make a hole in this. So that was my concern with these little sweaters. I should stop saying sweaters because it really makes me sound crazy. Holy crap, I finally caught one of your live sessions. Well, I'm glad you're here, Shan. Glad you're here. Happy birthday. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nancy. Nice, nice. All right, guys. So I feel like it's one of those moments where it's going to be watch the crafter struggle for 5 minutes after telling you that it's not a problem. All right, so now I'm going to glue it in. There we go. Okay, so I'm literally just going to do that for all of these here, guys. Let's do this next one here. I'm going to keep my all here just in case, but I'm going to try to reuse as many as I can. And see, that one went in super easy. I think it's just because I'm using the sharp end of the skewer. It gets happy. It does not upset at all. And again, we might still cut some of this off because obviously that is still sticking out pretty far. And we're going to have them at different heights too. So it's not just going to be pumpkin, 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 all the same level. We want this to be multi-level. Would you say dimension? Would that be dimensional, guys? These are large words for Whitney. Happy birthday. Have a great weekend. And holy. Oh, yeah. Same one. All right, guys. Let's get down to business. So just placing that all in there. And I'm going to get glue on my next one. And just get all these guys skewered real quick. And then at that point, I'm going to be ready to start just chopping up flowers and sticking them in angles that make me happy. I have a Halloween project coming up next, guys. That one is going to be super cool. It's going to be using, you can't see them. There's these little, I have little coffins off to the side over here. These wooden coffins in a cake plate, which I also prepped in that other video that you will see. I prepped the cake plate because that one, obviously, you can't use spray foam on. So I prepped a cake plate with block styrofoam and some wire and stuff like that in order to get it ready to go. That one was super fun. I'm twirling this because I'm pulling the hot glue around the base of the stick I just stuck in there. 1, 2. Okay, so I thought I was like, I had an even amount. 2, 4, 6. Okay. So that is it for skewers. Also, guys, I'm obviously going to use the standard scissors wire cutter, but I'm also going to be using a, can you see it? No, you can't see it yet. A steel pick machine. It is the best thing ever. And also my Christmas present from a year ago, or 2 years ago almost. Love every second of that pick machine. How are you guys doing? Me too. Pretty sure I've seen them all more than twice. Nice, nice. Yep, just putting a hole in this guy's sweater. There we go. Let's go snag it. All right. So done with the very threatening shaped object. Okay. So I'm not putting my pumpkins in and then putting stuff around them. I'm going to go ahead and do this at random. So I'm just going to kind of stick these guys off to the side. And what we're going to do is we're going to do ribbon and twine last, because that's going to be sort of filler for, you know, little holes here and there or accents that we want to put there. So I'm putting my pumpkins off to the side. And we are going to do just really like random placements. I am literally going to, okay, these long guys here, these are going to be saved towards the end also because they're going to have their own little special placements. But the rest of this stuff, like, I don't know if I really want to use these because of how big they are, but I do kind of want at least, yeah, maybe I'll use 3. Again, this is 2 feet long. This is a 2 foot long container, which is pretty awesome, which is the reason why I grabbed it, because I thought it was weird, and I like weird. And I'm definitely going to use these guys. I like this weird. It's like a really soft grayish eucalyptus, and actually they have a really nice feel. I got these at Michael's a few years ago during Christmas. And if you look back on my YouTube channel, you guys will see an antler wreath. It's like a Christmas wreath with deer antlers, and it's navy blue. I used these predominantly in that wreath. And so it was very, very pretty. It's just, I bought a lot and had leftovers because I was very worried that I wouldn't have enough. Well, we all know that is not the issue. Also, real quick, I'm going to cut most of these stems up to little pieces. But if you see here, this would normally just be like the top piece. So someone might just say, okay, cut it right here where the manufacturer wants you to. What I'm going to do is take this and turn it into 2 picks. Okay, so you can see here, there's still this leaf here, which I'm going to end up just sacrificing. I'll probably use and stick that on somewhere else. But you can cut this here and have this one, or you can cut it right here. In order to make another pick out of it, you can cut things right above this leaf here, then use this as your stem pick, and then basically this pick would end, quote unquote, end right here. So at any time you want to make picks out of items that aren't supposed to really be there or be a pick, just always think, cut it off right before the leaf, you're going to have an issue. And it's actually pretty cute. See, because even to me, that's a little bit too, nah, it's not. It's all right. It's cool. So let me see if I need to, yeah, I'm going to need to put steel picks on these things. So steel pick machine, if you're not familiar, let me push some of this stuff off to the side. This is the steel pick machine right here, guys. Basically, it puts a little metal pick on the end. So you put your stem down here, you advance one of the picks, push this lever down, and it puts this nifty little sharp object on here that you say, be careful, Whitney, you will cut yourself. Be careful. And what does she do? She cuts herself. Oh, let's see. Hello from Australia. First time watching a live. Loving it. Well, thank you. I am very happy to have you, Courtney. And Bobby White, the antler wreath was beautiful. Yes, Bobby, she knows my antler wreath. Yes, that was the one I'm talking about. That's the one that these guys were used in, and I was also very worried that I was going to run out. So here we're going to stick these in willy-nilly. Now here's another issue where I'm going to pull this leaf off because for me this is a little bit too long. There we go. I'm going to cut that off and put a steel pick on the end of that. And I'm literally, guys, randomly putting this stuff in here. Different angles. Don't be afraid. A lot of times I'll tell you, if you're very concerned with how you think it's going to look and you don't know about your placements and you're just a little bit unsure, there is no harm and no foul in not using glue. Don't use glue at first. I would suggest that you don't go all the way to the end, because then, see, I advanced, guys, and I didn't do it yet, so I got to pull these out. I'd say don't go all the way to the end. Look what she did. Don't go all the way to the end, because all that's going to do is basically cause, did I just jam my steel pick machine? I sure did. That's going to cause you to have a little bit too much trouble. A little bit too much trouble. I got plastic in here. Hold on, guys. You're going to have too much trouble trying to get all those things out and putting them back in and finding all your originals. So maybe go a few stages, like put your leaves, your greens, then do like 1 flower, 2 flower, or do leaves, then glue them all. Then the green, glue them all, then the flower, glue them all. Ribbon last, glue them all. Oh no. You guys, I did something. I do not want to mess with this plate right here. That's the geez. You guys, I don't want to touch it. That's the tension on it. That's going to cause a problem. Because after that, I will not be able to get this thing to work right. I bet you anything. I might need a screwdriver. Yes, I'm on YouTube Live. Yes, I'm using a flathead and a Phillips screw, so don't judge me. I know I'm not alone here, you guys. I'm not the only one who did this stuff. Okay. Okay, guys, I may have to just, I may have to nix this. This is not going to be fun. but I really prefer to use my steel pick machine. But we're going to have to see how far we can get without it, because I can't do that, and I'm going to have to take it apart. And I really don't want to do that on live, because, I mean, who wants to watch that? And on top of that, there may be a few curse words, you know, said in a very nice way, you know, not threatening at all. I mean, this is going in just fine. So technically, you don't really need your steel pick machine. Sometimes it's just, I think it adds a little bit more sturdiness. Now, this is mine, so I'm not selling this, and it's not going to a customer, so I don't have to really worry about, you know, if it gets stored improperly and anything falls out. I just think that the metal steel pick bites on better, in my opinion, and I like that what it adds to your arrangements. But I will have to fix that later, so I don't embarrass myself further in front of all you guys. You go, girl. Thank you, Sandra. So 2 of these stems will be working out just fine for me. And I have, geez, how many more did I have? I bought these for that project, and I have 3 more. So I bought an extra 5. That's not bad for project purchasing. I don't think that's not a bad over purchase. Technically, none of it's an over purchase, right? Not if you really want it. I'm literally, guys, just dipping in glue and placing it in here. I want to make sure you guys can see the whole thing here. So I'm just looking. I guess my tablet's on a little bit of a delay. Okay, that's going to be a husband job. I use it, break it, you fix it. I think that's a good deal, don't you think? Okay, so sometimes, you guys, I'm not aware with the way this new mount is. I'm not aware that you can't see things. There's been a couple times I've rewatched my lives, and I've just been a little bit irritated with the view I've been giving, because I wasn't paying attention. I mean, not that I wasn't paying attention. It's just these are different. It's a different scenario with this mount than it would be with say when I did my Facebook lives, because I'm still using my phone, but let's see, this is starting to come up here on the edge, so I'm gonna actually use my stem and my glue to hold this on right down here on this edge. If you guys can see right here in the corner, it's starting to come up a little, so I'm going to use the glue and the pick right here, or the stem. That's going to hold that in for me right there. And of course, we're going to have flowers. We're going to have ribbon. Probably stick some ribbon in there too. And some cotton. All right, so there you go. You have this crazy, weird looking, you know, absolutely gorgeous piece. I'm done. What do you think? It's not weird at all. It's beautiful. There's such a thing as over purchase. No. What do you say? I didn't say that. Who said that? Over purchase? What's that? Never. Must be dreaming. I never said anything about that. This, you guys, is this is a Hobby Lobby bush. I can guarantee you that. I could tell. I like to get the big fluffy ones for filler. A lot of times they're really, really, really good at Hobby Lobby of giving you big, fluffy ones that, you know, come in usually multiple colors for the seasons. And I love grabbing them from Hobby Lobby because, again, the seasonal stuff will go more than 40 at some point, and then I can't pass it up. So I'm pushing the leaves up, and I'm just cutting some off. There is absolutely, again, no rhyme or reason to what I am doing or how I'm doing it. But also these stems are just a little bit too long. I'm going to apply glue, and I'm going to just take these guys and try to I'm going to put some different height on some of them. Randomly pop them in here and there. Once you get to a certain point with adding different flowers, adding different, you know, textures, you could get little berry picks and stuff. You know, those are all over the place for fall. Sometimes they're part of the arrangements too. But the little berry picks you can get at Hobby Lobby, you get little berry picks all over the place. Those are also something you could put in here. And I like to bend the little berries and kind of curl them and turn them. They make a really good accent for a lot of stuff too. So again, I'm just throwing all this stuff in the pot together. Because again, this stuff is the little filler stuff. Sorry, I'm getting rid of some loose strings. This is a little filler stuff. Our main event is still going to be our pumpkins because we love them. And if someone doesn't love them, it's fine. I will adopt them all and give them a good home. Love pumpkins. Love pumpkins. Okay, guys. I don't know. Let me see here. Okay, so I believe I'm gonna do next. Definitely want to put some of these white flowers in here for contrast, and these cream flowers here. So that's it for the gold. And these cream ones. Let's see if there's some smaller ones here. I don't really want to use them. These are too big. Because what they're going to do is it's going to end up competing with the pumpkin, I think. I don't want it to be too overdone. And I don't really want to put any like classic fall leaves in it. So actually I might steal these two dark colored mums out of it. You see, do I have any rust colored over there? No, I don't. I was going to say rust color would be really good at the moment, but I don't have those. So I'm going to steal these two mums out of this arrangement here. That's another thing too. Buy those pre-made bundles. Buy those pre-made, there's another one that's like the bouquets. They look like a pre-made bouquet. See, I don't want this fall leaf on it. So this one had this guy on it. Can I steal one from another one? Possibly. I'm going to steal it from this berry one. And that's all glued on pretty good. You know, go figure. The minute you want a flower to fall off of a stem, it won't do it, right? But, you know, when you're trying to put something together or you're trying to have them in the cart at the store. There we go. Have them in the cart at the store. One of these eventually always falls off when you want it to. Nah, I'm not going to agree with you. Got people watching you? Sure, yeah. Let's not work out. And then all I'm doing is threading these leaves onto the stem I want. So nothing has to stay the way it's made, you guys. If you want it differently, make it happen. There's no harm in that. Put the guy back on there and retire this one off to the side. So I'll put these two guys on. I really hope my steel pick machine is okay, you guys. I'm so scared. Love that thing. Love yellow flowers, Michaels. Oh, these little guys here came from Hobby Lobby last year. And I have not been to Hobby Lobby this year, so I might be just a little concerned that I might not have them. But I know the Michaels, these were from Michael's Christmas last year. These guys are at Michael's right now this year for sure. These were what are these? No, these were Michael's also fall. I like the centers of them are super cute. That was Michael's. And Michael's. Those were all these were last year. I know they have them this year. Maybe a little bit too long. Yeah, we'll cut this a little bit shorter. I'm a little concerned. I might be getting more height out of it than I really want. So I'll start cutting the stems just a little bit shorter. And I've only got two of these, so I'm just going to kind of put one here in the end. And I'm going to stick the other one kind of like here in the middle because nothing has to be perfect. We are not making a butterfly here, so I don't want anything identical. I don't want anything perfect. I like imperfect. I like weird things, misshapen, flawed stuff that makes me happy. And the pumpkins are going to have different heights. So I think what I'll do is I'll add them next because these little guys, I like the movement of them. So I kind of want to make sure they still have movement, but I don't want to lose my pumpkins in the process. Oh yeah, and I don't want to forget, I have these weird things here. I love them. I can't forget those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to also make sure I'm not showing any of this ugly piece of wood here. So put my larger ones in first. I'm just going to kind of move it around to get it through the Spanish moss and then twist it, kind of push it, just put pressure on it, sink that down in as far. Oh my God, so cute. You guys ever have cuteness aggression where you kind of just want to squeeze it because it's so cute? Oh, sorry. I have trouble with flowers. Have you ever had any troubles with all the colors coming together in your projects? Sometimes, yes. Well, honestly, sometimes, yes. I'll just say yes, because usually I will pick whatever I want to be my focus, and I will take that with me. I have brought things to stores with me so that I can get a good idea, of what I'm going to buy from another store instead of trying to go off of memory. So I've had times where I've had to take things with me into stores, and I haven't come across a problem yet with anyone, giving me any kind of grief over having an item. I'll bring it in a separate bag if it's from another store, or sometimes if it's a handmade, you can obviously tell. I made an arrangement for a friend that I got a 3D printed thing off of Etsy. Obviously that's very one of a kind. I didn't have any issues taking that into the store with me. Stuff like that. The majority of the time, I've already got it figured out what I'm going to do or how I'm going to do it. This one, I knew I wanted these pumpkins, and I also knew that I already had a huge stash at home. So I took my little bag of pumpkins in my room, in my flower room with me, over to that beautiful little flower wall. And I did hold them up there for a few minutes. That's why I knew I had these, and I was a little unsure about them. And lo and behold, it worked out, guys. So, I understand. I understand a lot of people, some people just can't place something, they can't get the idea. Oh, I'm sorry. This is so cute. Oh, might get a little distracted, you guys. You see something sparkly. And me, I saw a pumpkin. I forgot what I was saying. I'm sorry. You're cracking me up. Cuteness aggression. It is real. Tell me, you guys, do you agree? Cuteness aggression is real, please. Can you undo after you have placed a pick that has been glued on the end? I'm prone to changing my mind on placement. Okay, Tammy, I've done that as well. And what I've done is just ripped it out. Or that's what I was saying earlier. If, say, I don't want this flower here, I'm going to pull this flower out. Now, I'm going to rip it out. Or if I cannot get it out because it's glued in too well, I'm going to cut it off at the base, which means you got to create a new base, which a lot of times means take one of these pieces from a different bush. Like this is a good example. Where's that little one? So once you cut these off, right? Look at all this you have left over, right? I've got a lot of this left over. So I will take this piece and I will save it. And if I have an instance where I need to cut off a flower, I can then take the flower bud, and if it fits perfectly, just put it on the end there. If it doesn't, I'm going to end up using some glue and a little bit of, elbow grease and construction technique of floral tape, whatever have you have, to make a new stem out of it. But that doesn't mean that just because you glued it in, it's permanent and it's home, because you can always rip stuff out. That's why I suggest, if you're not sure of it and you always end up wanting to change your mind, don't glue it in yet. Do not glue it in yet. If you absolutely love it and then commit to it, use the glue to your heart's content. And that's how I feel about that. So you'll be all right. It's not, I've done it many, many times. And then there's times where I've just ruined it and I couldn't use the item anymore because I've tried gluing it too many times. No. On this one here, guys, oh, I put it in, you can't see. See, on this one here, guys, it's basically touching the planter. You see, I like this, and I'm going to leave this at this height. Whereas this guy here is coming out. Can you see here? I don't know if you can see the height on this one. This one here is up pretty high, and then this one's touching the planter. So having them at different heights is creating my little, it's my little pumpkin garden. It's so cute. I don't know what to call it, but I'm in love, you guys. I'm in love. I got 2 cream ones, so I think I'll intersperse them. So I got rust, rust, rust. This is why I'm trying to sort of even them out. But again, I don't want everything to be perfect. Rust, rust, rust. You know, don't measure anything. You don't want it to look too, you know, robotic. Oh, you're a magician. Take all that pretty and make it all beautiful. Yes, cuteness aggression does exist. Thank you, Shannon. Cuteness aggression is real. Puppies, kittens, children. What else? Pumpkins, in my instance. Some people like, my sister loves snowflakes. She is a snowflake freak. In fact, I call her Stacy. She calls herself Stacy Snowflake. My sister loves snowflakes. What do you put flowers in on your wall? Pumpkins, like you said before, your spirit veggie. Yes, they are. It's my spirit veggie. And you cannot eat, well, I mean, you could eat them if you want, but they're too cute. I like the seeds. I mean, I am not against pumpkin seeds. The pumpkin has a specific lifespan, and I understand that, like a butterfly. Why not let the pumpkin live on, but eat the seeds, right? I've carved many pumpkins, you guys. I'm not weird. It's not like I'm like, please no, save the pumpkins. I'm not standing out front of the grocery store like picketing, don't kill my pumpkin. You know, I'm not weird or anything. I mean, I am, but you guys know. Anyways, moving on. So, yeah, you guys, I'm weird. You know it. You know it. My flower wall. That's what I was asked. My flower wall. I have some of those cans, those long cans that you see them use for the display sometimes at the stores. I have like 4 or 5 of those, and those are for like these guys, for like really, really long stems. And if you guys want, I can do like a separate live stream at some point and do a video tour of it. But let me tell you, it's very, very messy in there, and it's very, very chaotic. And I know I am not alone, but have you guys ever just had a little bit of anxiety about showing people your chaos? Please let me show you my chaos. If I was to turn my camera just this way and you guys were to see the pile of ribbon that I cannot fit in my 2 ribbon bookcases, it might actually make you guys feel better, because I know I'm not alone on that. I know people have their own organized chaoses in their own houses somewhere. I know I'm not alone on that, but oh, jeez. Sometimes it's like, I'm about to show you guys. It's like, I swear I'm not lazy. I promise you that. But what had happened was, I kind of never was able to organize it when I moved into this room. I used to do all my crafts in the other bedroom. That's what it was. And like two years ago, yeah, it's been a while, guys. 2 years ago, I moved into this bedroom, which it's a Jack and Jill bedroom. There's just extra bedrooms in my house. So I moved into this bedroom 2 years ago, and I literally had to bring all these spools in, which I didn't have this much ribbon when I moved in here. So I could not imagine having to box all this stuff up to move. I would just lose my mind, and I'd probably cry and try to eat my hair. And you guys already know I don't have much hair. I've got short hair, so I can't eat it. Anyways, I had to move all it spool by spool. So I kind of have it like fall and Halloween, Christmas, and I got it sort of organized. But let me tell you, if you were to see it, you would definitely be afraid. Or you'd be happy. One or the other. It either comes in fear. It comes in 2 forms, guys. It comes in fear or happiness to know that you're not alone. I'm going to go with happiness for most of them. This one is going to be a little bit hidden on the end, but he's super cute. It's going to go here because, again, I got some of that stuff over here kind of hiding from you. Let me see if I can show you over here. Right on this end, it's going to be a little bit of a problem child. Also, real quick, save these little pieces here because that's also good for like stirring your glue or getting rid of like extra hot stuff that you can't touch, or, you know, don't just, you know, think that nothing else really has its own purpose. It all has a purpose at some point. Oh, Jesus. Jeez. You guys, I was saying jeez, by the way. I don't sound like I don't take the Lord's name in vain. Anyways. If that's your thing. It's all good. See, I'm going to bend some of these things as I go. You guys know I kind of fuss with ribbons. I fuss with all kinds of stuff the whole time. When you're doing an arrangement, if you see something and it just makes you feel like it should curve, then bend it then. You can always bend it back. Nothing's permanent, right? So I stuck this little guy. Oh, I just noticed here. I stuck this little guy here on the end because it's having an issue. And then this guy was bent. This guy was straight, so I bent him over the top. So cute. Creative chaos. Can we see now, please? Sandra, peer pressure. Peer pressure. What happened was it was payday and there happened to be a sale. That is true. That's what had happened. Creative chaos. All us artists have it, but you know where everything is, right? Actually, yes and no. But mostly yes. I'm like, yes, that's under the bag on the floor to the right of the closet that you have to go past, and make sure that your pant leg doesn't get snagged on the flowers that are in the can on the floor, because there's also this other piece of wood that kind of needs to be sanded down over there. So if you go too fast, you get a splinter in your foot. That kind of thing. Yeah. You see how quickly I made that up? Because that might actually be true. No fear. Yeah, Sandra, no fear. All fear. It's all fear. All right, and I'm gonna put this guy up here. I think I'm gonna leave the height on this guy. I want one more kind of tall pumpkin. I got the two big ones up. Let's put this guy up high. I like the little groupings too. If you guys notice here, I'm grouping them together. I don't really want it two here, the two here, then this guy's down here. And I kind of interspersed all the colors, and I'm loving these sweater materials. So stinking cute. I'm not wild about these stems, and if you want to get real creative, there's nothing saying you can't rip these off and like put a cute little piece of wooden dowel. Or I like to use on my fabric pumpkins, I went and cut the branches off of one of the bushes in my front yard, and I used that and cut that into some small pieces, and I used that for my fabric pumpkins. So fabric pumpkins that I made, anybody bought them or got them from a couple years ago, that's actually got wooden pieces from my pyracantha bushes, which have thorns that I wasn't aware of. And that bush bit me many, many times. So actual tears and pain went into the love and creation of those. But it was really cute because I think it really made the pumpkin cute. Yeah, it's not a real pumpkin. It's got ribbon in it and fake bee berries, but it's got a real wooden stem, obviously, and it's also made out of fabric. But it's got a real wooden stem. You guys, I'm loving how this is turning out. We're going to accent with some white flowers. Oh, geez. The gold flowers is really turning out really well. I didn't know it would, and I'm loving this gray-green eucalyptus. What do you guys think? Where did you purchase the tray? I missed it. This is from Michael's. I got this at Michael's this year. Probably about maybe a month ago. I want to say 3 weeks to 2 weeks, maybe, but probably about a month ago. They have a lot of aluminum containers, a lot of wooden containers, and then a lot of baskets and all kinds of stuff. And it was all, I think, 40% off. And then, you know, Michael's does all those crazy sales just like everybody else. So, of course, I got it during the sale. I really want to add a couple pops of this white flower. So, I'm going to cut these off and just see, testing it out. Just test it out. Take a peek and just stick one in and see if I like the placement of it. Let's put it down here by this guy. I think it might be a little bit too big of a flower, but let's peek. See, I don't want to cover that one. That rusty color right here is popping through really nice the way I like. So let's put this guy in here and see. What do you guys think? You like that white flower in there? I don't know. I'm going to skip this for this second, and I might come back to it. And what I like to do is if you do this and you want to keep them together, I'll probably either wrap it with floral tape or zip tie it or something like that to keep it together, because otherwise the odds and ends get all over the place and it's hard to keep track of them. But I want to add these guys in there. Let's see if these guys give me a better feel. Oh, hold on. I forgot about this little bush. These guys are cute and kind of, we'll say fall-y, not dead looking. But y'all know what I mean when I say dead looking anyways. But they're kind of long. That's another thing. They're long. They're not shorter. It's see, earlier when you're asking me about placement and color, I just grabbed the things out of my stash room, out of the wall in there, that I thought would look good. And I'm not going to be using the sunflowers at all. I did take the little rust guys out of there. These I'm liking because they're almost like look like you go out into a field and pick them like a wildflower. I like the way it looks. So I'm definitely going to put them all in here. And this is just, again, this is a leftover little bush pick from a project. That's why I really enjoy using up things that you've purchased for other purposes, and then finding a new purpose for them, and then it ends up like looking like it was meant to be. So I like to believe that I was meant to over purchase. I was meant to buy these things that I bought too much of. Good windstorm makes for a treasure trove of goodies. Yes, it does. Looks fantastic. Thank you guys. Beautiful. Thank you. I'm new to your channel. What is your Facebook page called? And next question, do you sell your creations? Tammy, thank you for asking. My Facebook page is the same. It's Crafty Thoughts and Whatnots. And there is a link to it in every one of my videos. And you can also click on the link in my header on the YouTube channel if you want to go to my Facebook page. And then I had an Etsy shop. So at the moment, I am not selling anything. I have had custom orders. People make, requests and stuff. I am not against doing those. I have had a small hiccup in sales. So I just continue to make you guys these videos. YouTube, to keep it real, YouTube at least gives me a little bit of pocket change here and there so I can buy more supplies and make more videos. Because, you get down to brass tacks. I want to keep making stuff. And in order for me to do that, I got to keep buying stuff to make stuff. So in the long run, when you get overwhelmed with a lot of finished pieces, again, some of this stuff is very difficult to box up and ship. A lot of it, I don't make creations with, the caveat of making sure it fits in a specific box. So finding boxes that everything fit in was I have so many boxes in my garage and in my other room that's like, you end up spending more money on boxes than anything else. It just gets overwhelming, and then items don't sell. And then, so I've basically come to, during the season, different times of the year, depending on how cluttered or anything, stuff gets in the house, I will donate my items to different churches or to the church's food banks, and they'll give them to the families that would not be able to purchase decorations for their holidays. So a lot of my Christmas wreaths have gone to the food banks, and they've given them to families when they came in for food. You get food and a wreath. And again, everyone knows looking at something pretty, especially when you're having a hard time, all this stuff makes you smile. You walk past the door, you're sitting at the table looking at a centerpiece that's just, you think is beautiful. It makes you smile, regardless of what's happening, regardless if it's dark, if you've had an issue, if you've had anything pops up. In my opinion, a lot of this stuff makes you smile. Spring wreaths, Easter wreaths, putting them on your door, putting them in your bedroom, put one in your closet. If you have a closet big enough to walk into and you're having a bad day, if you enjoy flowers, if you enjoy this type of decoration, it's going to make you smile. So that's the only way I can get through it now. It makes me happy to know that at least I'm donating some things to people, and I'm still able to be here with you guys, because again, this right here makes me happy. Look how cute this is. So cute. Not over purchased future. You knew you would need them. That's true. I am a flower psychic. That's true. I'm very flower psychic at the store. When I have 2 carts, it's my abilities telling me that I will be using these for future projects, even if it's 6 years from now. Do you ever use dried stuff? And no, I have never used dried flowers. I don't know that I know. I can tell you I have not used dried flowers ever. I would be worried that those are extra delicate. I'm not sure how I would use them. I do have you ever guys have heard of sola flowers? Those are wood. I have a groupling that I did buy, that I bought and I got them in. I have an idea and a project I was going to use them for, but that's not a dried flower. Those are wood flowers that have been dyed. But I have never used, I hope I'm not going overboard here, people, but I really want to put these in and then do some ribbon. So I think that's it. I'll put these in and I'll do some ribbon and then try to see where I need the filler at, just to make sure that, like, see, obviously right here, you see here, I got something showing here. I need to cover that, which I might put more gold flowers in here on that. So let me try to clear this off, because I'm not going to use these, so that we can get all this out of the way. So I might put some more golden flowers in there too, as well as ribbons. But oh can't forget these little guys. I don't know, you guys, this is why I like, I get the benefit of having all you guys here with me and giving me your opinions and your ideas as well. I really think that the cotton looks super cute in it. And I really think this is going to be super cute in it. My concern is that I'm putting too much in here. Or at one point, I am not going to use ribbon. I don't know. What do you guys think? No cotton or no berries. I mean, I really like these. Let me just pull this off and see what it looks like. Because again, I did that with the other and I didn't like it, so I didn't have to worry about it. So if I pull this off, because of the length of these, this is where the difficulty might lie in keeping it not a height thing, but they're still, you can't hear them now, but they're so cute. This is what I definitely should use my steel pick for this, but I'm so sad it might be broken. I have faith. My husband is a computer engineer, but he can fix stuff. I kind of like it. I like how weird it's a little weird. I don't know. I'll go slunk. This is a little difficult. You got the whole thing in here or not? No cotton, yes ribbon. Look in front of the big orange pumpkin. This one or this one? Yeah, this one you can see. I know I gotta cover that up. And this one I don't really have anything front here that's showing. Like there's no behind the scenes is showing too much on this side. But this side, yeah, I know I gotta cover that up there. But I also don't want a lot of this showing here either. I don't know. I'm definitely going to put ribbon in. The ribbon will help me, you know, hide some of it. Now, again, you guys, the cotton would not stay in this big of a bundle. I would cut it and turn it into a pick, which I can't do because I don't have a steel pick machine. No. It's like when the day the internet died. What do I do without my steel pick machine? You guys think these are weird? What do you think? No to the olive ones. So you think like these things? These are olives. I like them. I like the noise they make, even though they're not going to do that. It gives it extra height. I like it. Okay. There's a hole. Yep. I know, Nancy. Yep. I'm gonna fill that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this as well because you see this right here. I'm gonna take this and these little extra pieces of I don't know what this is. It's tissue paper or something, but it looks like little grass pieces. Yeah, we're gonna add this in. So I'm gonna put some glue on this, and I'm literally just gonna stick this in different spots. I like these little guys. They're a little weird. And they do add movement as well. So should the cat jump on the table, which I don't have a cat, guys. I used to, but no more. No more kitty. Been a while. I like it. If it's too tall, you know, again, like earlier I'd said, we can always just rip them out completely. But again, I'm going to have to do some adjusting for storage. Oh, yes. Very cute. Very cute. Actually, hold on. I'm going to say no. I think it's taking away from the pumpkins. So I'm pulling it out. When you sit back, I want you to look at the pumpkins. Taking it out. You see, I already glued those. This one too. Nope. And here you guys get to see, look, after you pull them out, you got some styrofoam on there. I got some moth on there. That's nothing that you can't fix later. So I'm going to hold it onto here, and I'm going to use one of my little trusty zip ties here. It's just a little baby zip tie. And I'm going to zip tie this guy back to its mommy, the bush. And put that back in my stash. I don't want it to take away from the pumpkins. The pumpkins are going to get covered, and I really love the way they look, the way it is. So I'm going to say no on that. And I know someone said no cotton, but I think I'm going to add the cotton. Let me cover up the couple holes. You guys have any other questions or ideas or anything? What about the white floppy flowers? I mean, I'll try those too. I can see if those will work out pretty well. Let's take a peek. I'm going to add some more of these gold flowers here. I got to cover up a couple issues we're having up front here. And I can actually put ribbon right there, and that will, like the little pops, I put a little bundle of ribbon here, or I can put cotton there. There's a little hole here. I'm gonna put another bundle of flowers. Oops. And see, when that happens, I do glue them back on. What are you guys doing here? What about white flower? Okay, that's it for now. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on the end of that. Since it came off so easily, then obviously it needs its own, it needs a little help being held down. I'm gonna turn this towards me real quick just so I can adjust it. See there, I got my little bundle of flowers here, kind of, and I'm gonna put a bundle of ribbon, some bow ribbon here, and I really need my steel pick machine in order to make those into picks. I don't want to do it the old-fashioned way. I don't wanna. Where did I put the white floppy flowers? Let's try white floppy flowers. I had one of these I already cut into. Which one? I thought I had one that I already cut into. Oh, guess not. Everything you make is beautiful. I would add some loops of burlap ribbon. Yeah, burlap. I got all kinds of colors of burlap. Burlap would be beautiful as well. Yep. I agree. I'm getting ready to just dip it in glue and stick it in here. Yeah, these are cute. I agree with you. These are cute. Okay. Whoever reminded me about the floppy flowers, who was that? Bobby White. Thank you, Bobby. We are adding the white floppy flowers. And not just because I like saying floppy flowers. Partially because I like to say floppy flowers. But this is so cute. Can you guys see that right there? See how it moves? It makes me happy. So you ever see someone sit at a table and just grab their arrangement and shake it? There's nothing wrong with that, right? It's completely normal. Add some white floppy flowers. White floppy flowers. Absolutely beautiful. So glad to see you. Well, thank you, Joni Joe or Johnny Joe. Jeanette, watching from Florida. Welcome. Oh, this is so cute. Thank you, Bobby. I'm so glad you said that. That's so cute. Love messing with it. Just when you think I'm done. Nope. I can find more stuff to stick in here. Yeah, I'm really glad I took those olive things out. Again, someone earlier had said no to the olives. You were right. I apologize. I should have listened. What can I say? Oh, again, there's like every once in a while, you'll place a flower and you'll place something somewhere and it just makes you happy. For some reason, this little thing, this whole turnout in this corner is just, it's cute. It's just cute. Love it. It's when the excitement starts and I say weird things and I can't stop smiling. I look like the Joker that went hunting for Batman in the flower aisle at the craft store. Though half the people there don't know who that is, so it's all cool. It's all good. It's all good. I'm so happy to see you live. Love everything you make. Thank you. Paula, love it. You have fluffy flowers. I have fluffy snowflakes. Oh, Shan, you got snowflakes. My sister would be jealous. Again, living in the desert, Las Vegas over here. If you guys didn't know, I'm in Las Vegas, Nevada. Don't ever get no snowflakes. You can go up to the mountain, Mount Charleston, and see some. But half the time, people out here don't really have chains and snow tires. It's not normal for the desert dwellers to just own that stuff unless you literally do go up there to snow. It's not. It's not not what we're known for in this state. But I mean, the ability to see snow sure happens. And it did snow like what, 2008? I can't, it's 2008, I think it did snow down here. I was outside like a blubbering idiot. No gloves, no jacket. Again, because we don't own that stuff. Playing in the snow, drawing in my driveway, made a tiny little snowman. The people, my friends that are from Chicago, think I'm crazy because I called them. It's snowing. They're like, yeah, we know. We moved here to get away from it. It's like, why would you do that? It looks like sugar. And then, of course, yeah, but they're used to me. I think snow is great. Of course, I've never lived in it. My husband tells me he's lived in Massachusetts and all over, and he's just like, yeah. You don't have to shovel it, and you don't have to drive in it. So just be grateful. I'm like, okay, but it still looks like everything's covered in a blanket of sugar. And then, yeah, that's just my own. It's my own blindness. I have lived a sheltered life, you guys. I have lived in Las Vegas. I was born and raised here. I need to get out a little bit more. So until then, I think snow is pretty. We can sit and debate it while we're making something. Sound good? Yes, these little, oh, this is so cute. Thank you, Bobby, for reminding me about the fluffy flowers. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Okay, and then this side I got one. I mean, technically I got another bush, but you guys think this is getting a little bit too full? What do you think? Am I still here? Yep, I'm good, I'm good. I don't know. You think it's getting too full, guys? What do you think? Again, every centerpiece is going to have a different angle. Someone is going to have a different aspect of looking at it from a different angle. So you want to try to make sure you see it from all angles. You want to try to turn it left, turn it right, look at it upside down. See if what you're doing is speaking to you. Oh, this is so cute. I love this. Oh, it's making me so happy. All right, let me see what we're going to do here with this. Putting the cotton in. I'm sorry in advance, but I love cotton. I am one of the farmhouse obsessed. And if I'm late to the game, then I will accept it, but I love farmhouse. Love it. So I basically took that guy and I cut it into two pieces. And I'm going to kind of snake this one to left and right. And I'm going to kind of stick this one over here. You know, when you nestle that in there, it's subtle. So unless you're really just, you know, while you're sitting and enjoying the meal, you're going to see it or you're not. The person that's going to see it is going to be the one that has an eye for it. And that's going to be basically your little surprise, your little gift of cottony goodness. And I'm only going to put these two in. So there's only going to be 4 pieces of it in here. So let me show you real quick after I get this guy in here. Now, without a steel pick, this might be a little interesting. Let's see. I put a little marker in there because this is not sharp. And let's see. I popped one of those pieces of extra skewer in there so I can hold its place and also make the hole for it. And then I pulled it back out. Oh, yeah. That's super cute. Next to all these flowers. And then the eucalyptus leaves are, yeah. So this one's just like, it's just nestled right in there. You're going to see it, you know, it's just your own. It's your own. It's your own to do. It's your own. And it's mine. It's mine. I'm going to put it in there as mine. I really like it. To each their own, right? That's my grandma used to say that. And I've always said it before too. You might make something that you think is hideous. Someone else is going to love it. It happens all the time. I've done stuff where I'm like, I'm going to rip it apart. And my husband's like, no, don't do it. Wait. And then I'll either post a picture or a couple times it was like at a craft fair. I've done 2-3 craft fairs. Someone's absolutely loved it. I'm like, really? Oh, okay. Because I hate it. But that's why the world is what it is. We are all different. Everybody has different opinions and different tastes. Apparently I have a taste for cotton. You know, the touch, the feel, the fabric of our life. Washington State, we get it all. Nice. Weather, oh, weather, right? So you're talking about snow, rain, heat, humidity. What is it? Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. What else? What you got? Love the white flowers, how they dangle. Yes, me too. That's the movement. That's the movement I love. It's so cute. Okay, so this one's here. This one's here. So let's flip this girl around and do this side. You see how that kind of goes down towards the table, or do I want it to come up on top of the pumpkin? Let's see. I'm gonna pull this leaf under here. Oh yeah. Just kind of playing around with placement. That's all. Just messing around with stuff, seeing where I like it. And I'm liking this right here, right up front. Liking how it's kind of just a little hidden, but not really. Also like how it comes down in front of the wood. So I'm gonna put that girl right there. All right, guys, sorry, I'll turn this a little bit sideways. And where's that little guy at? So I was telling you earlier to save these little guys. So here I'm going to put the marker in just to make a bigger hole. Because remember, I don't have my steel pick machine. So I made a hole in here you can't see. Because you see how dull this is? And then I got to keep twisting this around it. The steel pick would keep that from happening. Now, I can do the old way, which is floral tape with the floral pick and... Don't want to. I'm just lazy. This is mine. Again, I'm making this for myself, so I can be lazy. And then I can also hope and pray that my steel pick machine is not completely jammed, because I tried to advance when it already had one in it. Oh. It's like feeling really dumb when you're leaving the car dealership after getting or you're leaving somewhere after getting like the oil changed and the engine's already running, and you turn the ignition again. Like, I swear, I'm not car dumb. I mean, just because I'm a girl, guys. And they're all looking at you. Like, yeah, whatever. Leave, Whitney, leave. Never run into them again. Feel stupid? No, not really. Yes. What? No ribbon? Paula, I'm think I'm gonna. I need more flowers in my stash. Oh, and that's not a problem, is it? That's not a problem. When they go on sale, that is when they, the best time to adopt is when they're 40% off and they need a home. You know, if you have to, play some Sarah McLachlan music, in the arms of an angel, adopt, because the animals, you know what I'm saying? It works. Flowers need a home too. This is right here. I don't really want to necessarily put that right on top of it. So maybe I'll put it on the side. So this one's here. This one's here. This is the only thing I'm going to try to space these out enough, because I'm only putting this in. Again, these are small little axes. Oh, that's so cute. I'm going to put this guy like right here. Right on the very, very end. I'm worried that the ribbon might be too thick. I'll probably put the twine in there. What do you guys think? The ribbon, I wanted to put a more gray accent in here. Oh, geez, that looks really pretty with it, huh? That color gray looks good. I'm just worried that I might be stuffing it too full, but let's try. I'll make a ribbon. I'm sorry, we're not doing like huge bows, by the way. We're just doing some loops, some happy little loops. Can you guys see what I'm doing over here? I'm going to put this one in going upward. Okay, so let me get some glue on this. And I left this one long, so at least there's that. That's a good loop. All right, so I'm going to make some ribbon loops, and then if it doesn't look stuffed, I'll leave it in, and we'll do that. So there I've added just a little bit here and there, cotton, those types of things here. I'm sorry, guys, if this is not a good angle, just because of the size and the shape of the project. I don't know if you're able to see very well, because I got to literally almost put my head down here to see the phone, if you guys are seeing well. My tablet's delayed a little bit too much for me to try to go off of the picture, but Got little pieces of cotton in there. And I do see some holes of places, like I could put ribbon right here. So yeah, I could put some ribbons in here. It won't be too big. Also, don't want to cover up too much of the base. I like this pretty wood. It's a very soft wood too. So let's just grab this stuff. For my ribbon, that's ribbon loops. I'm literally that's exactly what it is. It's just loops. It is not any kind of, it's not going to be any kind of difficult task as far as like turning and twisting and making sure that it's facing the right way, or putting in, you know, 2.5 inch and 1.5. This is 1.5 inch ribbon. This was leftovers from another project. Again, your stash. And I did get this, I can tell. This is craftoutlet.com. Just a canvas. It's a gray canvas ribbon. It's very, very pretty. It's a little see-through. You can kind of see there. It's very, almost burlappy, but not really. I think I'm going to use this scraggly one. It's a little bit brighter, better contrast with the gray ribbon. So I'll put this twine away. Oh, actually, I could tell you what it is. I'm pretty sure it's Sisal. Twisted Sisal twine. See, I got this at not Home Depot. I got this at Lowe's. It's Twisted Sisal twine. I think I got this entire spool, and it was like this big when I got it. Like $5, $4. I don't remember. So pipe cleaners. You're going to need a couple pipe cleaners. Oops. I have a very nice, good, heavy-duty pair of scissors I bought specifically for cutting ribbon. So I'm cutting my pipe cleaners in half. There we go. It's I had an alarm go off. I don't know if that really infected anything. Love the white flowers. What about just tails? Yeah, you could do that too, Paula. Just stick little tails in there. That'd be really cute, sticking out. Hi, sweet lady. Hello, Coach Gladys. Thank you, Bobby White. Oh, okay. So I see it. I can see it perfectly. Beautiful. Love the gray ribbon. Beautiful as usual, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Happy arrangement. Yes, and it is very happy. Makes you smile. And believe me, I wish pumpkins would be year-round. I love pumpkins year-round. So let's just do, I'm just going to do 2 loops. 2 loops and then cut it. So it's kind of like a really short thing. You see, that's just 2 loops with 2 tails. It's just loops. And then what I'm going to do here is with this guy, it's all going in the same pipe cleaner twist. Underneath my hand here, I'm still going to hold this. I'm literally just going to pull left, right, left, right, left. Cut that off. You see how I did that? So I'm just literally holding like a little bit of a thing here. I'm going to put that right in the middle of that. So it kind of adds a cute little fun twisty middle to it. And then put my pipe cleaner through like you would doing a normal bow. Okay, pull that down. I like to pull things forward with my hand to make it easier to hold in the back. And then just twist your pipe cleaners together until it can't breathe anymore. Make it shorter. Make what shorter, Pat? The tails? Well, remember, we got to nestle it in here. And let's see, great, happy arrangement. Why don't I have the option to share? This, this is YouTube. This is not Facebook, Joni. I don't believe you share on YouTube. You can actually, yeah, you can. You can share it to Facebook, actually. You should have the 3 dots somewhere at the top that you should be able to copy and paste or at least share the URL for the live stream. Once the live stream's over, it might take a few minutes, but then the video will be back up and available for you to watch again, and then you can share it then as well. So that always helps. And of course, liking, subscribing, commenting on it after. Any comments after, not these live comments, but comments after always help. That stuff's always good. So there's one of those. So we can make maybe, maybe 5 of them. This is also where I would use my steel pick machine, guys. I'd put a steel pick on the end of this and turn it into a pick. So my problem is my steel pick machine is broken at the moment. So I need the husband to fix it for me. You guys, if you're here earlier in the live stream, you'll see I may have broken it myself. But I'm just going to go with it was like that when I got here. Now see, I'm just going to try to tuck this in here. I'm gonna fix my steel pick machine and use a steel pick on it. So what I can do is I could try to make a little hole. Where'd that little skewer go? And I'm just gonna nuzzle them in. I'm not gonna glue them in because I'm gonna make a pick out of it. But I will at least put the holes in here so I have guide holes for them to go into. And you can at least see what it's going to look like in the end. But yeah, I gotta fix that. It's not gonna go in because the chenille stem, the pipe cleaner is a little bit too soft. That's why I need it. So basically what you could do is even this, take floral tape and wrap or you can hot glue this and then do floral tape. And you're basically turning this into a pick. So that's the makeshift way of doing it if you don't have a steel pick machine, or you are also, like myself, a little backwards in the brain and you break it yourself because you advanced it when you didn't need to. The second time you want to use it in your live stream. Just say. So that's basically how you could make a makeshift steel pick. You're just basically putting a longer, sharper, more sturdy end on something that needs the help, whether it's a thin floral piece, or I like to make my bows into picks in order just to place them in the arrangement. A lot of times it's easier than wiring them in. It's easier than trying to place them in. Just glue them onto things. I don't like gluing a bow to anything. It drives me up a wall. They come untied. That just doesn't look good. So if you can't secure it that way, then I don't do it. But you know, you guys get the idea. I'm not gonna be able to finish it with the ribbons because I need to get my machine fixed. So what I'll do is, you guys will see here, I'm gonna tuck them in certain places. I still have one here. I need to hide a couple of different holes on the left and right sides. You'll see they look really cute. I like it. I like the gray ribbon. So I'll finish it. I'll finish it once I get my my steel pick machine fixed, which will be in the next few seconds. But trust me, you do not want to see that. You don't want to witness that. But what do you guys think? So cute. The ribbons are going to make it even better. So if you're watching the playback, there's going to be pictures posted to my Instagram. And then also my Facebook page. You'll see the pictures there. I can also put a picture in the community tab here in YouTube, so you'll see what the finished product looks like on my table as well. Super cute. It is that time of year, guys. I kind of want to leave this up year round. It's so cute. What else you guys got? You have any other acorns? Yes, Pat. Acorns would be cute. I don't have any, but they would be very cute. Actually, I do. Do I have acorns? I might have acorns, but you do not want to see where I have to go digging to find them. Great combo of sophisticated gray and farmhouse. Jute. Oh, probably jute. I love it. I really do love it. I love the little sweaters, little pumpkins. They're keeping warm. Making shorter. Well, I like them. Shared. Thank you, Joni. Appreciate the share. All absolutely beautiful. Yes, we do. Oh, Sandra, you want to see? No, you don't want to see, Sandra. Trust me, you don't want to see it. Very pretty. I love it. Anxious to see the coffin one. Yes, Joni, that will be next. I will do that Halloween one next. This little guy right here. Look how cute it is. And I got some dark blood red colored flowers going in it. It is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's also going to be not your average Halloween looking arrangement on a cake plate. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be absolute. My idea in my head, you know, it may or may not work out. That's how, you know, people invented the word Pinterest fail. But I have an idea. You guys can either watch me, you know, you'll watch me crash and burn, or you're going to help me, or we're going to do it, or we won't, one or the other, but we'll have fun doing it. But yes, Joni, I will be doing that Halloween one next. Very pretty, beautiful as always. Thank you, Shan. Thank you, Pat. Beautiful, love it. Thank you, Betty. All right, guys. Oh, I want to see too. Mickey, trust me. On top of that, I'm pretty sure YouTube will not will probably take my monetization away because of the amount of cursing I might do, because that is an expensive machine. And if it's broken and I did it, I get to be mad at myself. I'm pretty sure I didn't break it, guys. Let's go back up here. Now, earlier, there's some more of that chaos everybody wanted to see. Earlier, you guys said you wanted to see my ribbons. I'm going to show you the embarrassment of my ribbon. No judging, okay? Only niceness. Love it. Yes. Okay. So I have a studio light here. So you're going to see a big freaking white, light thing. So that helps light up my case or my table here for when you guys are watching me. So I'm going to turn you guys this way and show you the embarrassment of my ribbon. And let's go up this way so you can see there's there's my yarn. I've got 2 huge white bookcases. It's really bad. It's really bad. I don't know if you can even see that yet. I'm still trying to turn it more. It's just an absolute loving mess. It's crazy. It's crazy. Stuffed full of, chock full of sales and discounts and purchases and impulse ribbon addictions. All those things. I'm not in denial, right? If I admit it, then there's nothing wrong with it. Oh my God, I need way more ribbon. Yes, and it's, oh, and there's some right here on the corner. My very last order here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 50-yard spools of ribbon. So there you go, guys. What do you think? Isn't that cute? I like how some of them, I'm going to have a bow right here. I like how some of them are just predominantly right in front of your face. They're just pumpkins in your face. What do you think? She's beautiful. Oh, I love this. This turned out so much better. I mean, I was having dreams about it, but this is cuter than I thought it would be. I absolutely love this. And I'm really glad these little eucalyptus worked out. Just saying, it was weird for me to think the eucalyptus is going to look good. I don't care if it's out of season. I don't care if it's something that would never go together. That is the purpose of buying artificial. That is the purpose of doing what makes you happy. I don't care if those things don't grow together. I don't. None of this grows in Las Vegas. Trust me, that's why it's all fake. That's why it's artificial. Oh, and makes my mouth water. Yes, I feel that in my soul. I agree with you. Couldn't have said it better, Anne. Couldn't have said it better. It's beautiful. Very festive for the season. It all goes together. Thank you, Kim. Thank you, Shan. All right, ladies. And if there's any gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate. That's all the ribbon you have. I see an empty wall behind you. Good idea. You were my first live feed I've enjoyed. Thank you. You do beautiful work. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate it so much. I'll be doing them many more. And again, you can always watch the playback. So if you ever want to make something or at least reference something that I've done, you can always just go back to the video and it'll be there. What else is it? Very festive. I love it. Love it. Love it. It's addicting. Yes, it is. Take care of you. Thank you, Mickey. You guys, thank you all for coming. Thank you for staying with me for such a long time and watching me break things and watching me make things and then break more things. I didn't burn myself or cut myself this time, so that's good. But I appreciate all of you guys coming and hanging out with me for a little bit on Saturday night, playing with some pumpkins and flowers and glue and happiness. So I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. Remember, if you can, share, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff that helps me out, gives me a couple more dollars, couple more pennies in the pocket, so I can buy some more stuff and I can make some more videos. So stay tuned. Within the next week, I'll have another live stream. I am not going to be able to post when I do them because even today, I planned on doing this a lot earlier. And if I'd actually told you guys what time, I wouldn't have been able to keep that promise. So within the next week, I at least say that I'll have the next live stream will be up. It'll be a Halloween theme one. You guys will love it. It'll be another off the wall thing of Halloween theme. Very, very pretty. So you guys take care and thank you all. Happy crafting until then. I'll see you guys in the next video. And again, thanks so much. You guys have no idea how appreciative I am to have you guys here. Can't wait. Thank you, Joni. Hi, Lourdes. Hi, Anne. Oh, happy B-Day. Thank you, Anne. Thank you, Anne. My birthday was a couple days ago. Appreciate it. So hugs, guys. Hugs to all. And I'll see you guys in the next video, okay? Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.